Dear students, today we will discuss about refraction. It means whenever light travels from one media to another media, the direction of a light changes. Yes, the same thing. So here we consider that two media. One is air media, another one is water media. Or air media, another one is glass media. Or water media, another one is a glass media. It means we consider that different media, the light travel from one media to another media, the path of a light ray changes. So this reason here we consider that two media, one is air media, another one is a water media. Okay, so this water media we consider that a denser media. Why? Because compared to air, water having a maximum density. So this reason water is a denser media. Suppose water and another one we consider that a glass. Yes, the density of a glass is maximum compared to the water. So this reason, so glass is a denser media and water is a rarer media. Okay, so here we consider that only air media and water media. So this reason water is denser media, air is a rarer media. Okay, so light to travel from air media to the water media. It means a rarer media to the denser media. The path of a light ray changes. Suppose without consider that any media is only single media. We consider that only single media. Then what happens? So light traveling along a straight line. Suppose we consider that two media, air media and water media. The direction of a light ray changes. Okay, it means so light ray travel from rarer to denser media. Then what happens? So its a direction changes. It means air to the water media, direction of a light ray changes. Okay, angle between normal to the incident ray. Angle of incident. Angle between normal to this refracted ray. So this one is a angle of a refraction. Okay, so incident ray, refracted ray and a normal all lie on a same plane. So this one is the first law of a refraction. Yes, incident ray, refracted ray and a normal all lie on a same plane. So this one is the first law of a refraction. Why? Because here we consider that a single plane, incident ray is there, refracted ray is there and a normal is there. So this reason, so all three rays are present in a same plane. So this one is a first law of a refraction. And here another one law is there, second law. So that one is a Snell's law. Before going to Snell's law, first we know that one concept. The product of refractive index and sine of angle of incident. The product of refractive index and sine of angle of incidence of a medium is always constant. Yes. Okay. So refractive index. So refractive index, it means the speed of a light in vacuum to the speed of a light in a media. Yes, you already know that the speed of a light in a vacuum is a 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Yes, whenever the light travel from one media to another media, it means vacuum to given media, like a water media or a glass media, the velocity of a light changes. Yes. So this reason we get a constant value. So that's why we consider that a refractive index. I will tell you afterwards. Okay, the product of refractive index and sine of angle of incidence is always constant. So this reason here we consider that two media, every media having its own refractive index value. So air is also having a one refractive index value. So that's one we consider that a mu1. And water is also having a particular refractive index. So this one is a mu2. So this reason in a mu1 air media. So in a first media we consider that angle of incident and second media. So refractive angle of refraction. It means angle of refraction. So this reason refractive index of a first media into sine of angle of incidence is equal to refractive index of a second media into sine of angle of a refraction. Yes? Okay, so here sine of angle of incidence divided by sine of angle of a refraction is equal to refractive index of a second media divided by refractive index of a first media. Okay, refractive index of second media with respect to refractive index of a second media, we can write refractive index of second media with respect to first media. So this reason, the ratio of angle of incidence to the angle of refraction, ratio of angle of incidence to the angle of refraction is always a constant for a given pair of a medium. Yes, angle of incidence to the angle of refraction is always a constant for a given pair of a medium. Okay, so this law we consider that as Snell's law. Yes, so Snell's law means ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is always a constant for a given pair of a media. Okay, so constant we consider that a refractive index of second media with respect to first media. So this reason, first we have to study about refractive index. Okay, so two types of refractive index is there. One is absolute refractive index. Another one is a relative refractive index. First we concentrate on a absolute refractive index. Okay. Okay, so absolute refractive index means the speed of a light, in a vacuum divided by speed of a light in a medium. Speed of a light in a medium. So speed of a light in medium means a given medium like a water media or a glass media. Okay. So this one we consider that a absolute refractive index. Okay, the speed of a light in a vacuum divided by speed of a light in a medium. Yes, so refractive index is generally represented by mu. Okay, speed of a light in vacuum. So this one is c. C is the speed of a light or velocity of a light divided by velocity of a light in medium. V. Yes, you already know that in our first year wave topic, the velocity V is equal to, it is the product of frequency of a light or frequency of waves into wavelength. V is equal to F into lambda. The same value here also we consider that same formula. C is the speed of a light in vacuum. So this reason frequency F and a wavelength lambda c. C means it is present in a vacuum. Next one, F divided by lambda v. It means wavelength of a light in vacuum and a wavelength of a light in a wavelength of light in a medium to the wavelength of a light in a vacuum. We can write like that one. Vacuum and this one is a medium. Yes. So this reason, the frequency of a light both are cancelled. It means lambda v, it means wavelength of a light in vacuum divided by wavelength of a light in a given medium. So this reason, whenever a light travel from one media to another media, its a velocity changes as well as its a wavelength is also changes, but frequency remains constant. Why frequency remains constant? Because frequency depends upon cause. Yes, okay, velocity changes. It means the velocity of a light, for example, is velocity of a light. We consider that in a vacuum 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. And the velocity of a glass 2 into 10 power 8 meter per second is, so initially its velocity is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Is, suppose here we consider that this one is a glass media. Is, so velocity of a glass media is 2 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Is, so this reason velocity of a light changes, it means decreases when light travel from rarer media to the denser media. Okay, so 10 power 8 and 10 power 8 get cancelled. So refractive index of glass with respect to air. Why? Because glass media is there and here air media is there. So this reason refractive index of a glass with respect to air is 1.5. Yes, okay. Refractive index, it is a dimensionless quantity. Why? Because we don't consider that any SI unit. Why? Because both the physical quantities are same. So this reason, so this one is a dimensional quantity. It is represent just a number. Yes, refractive index of glass we consider that a 1.5. Why refractive index of a glass we consider that 1.5? Because whenever light travel from air to the glass media, the velocity of a light is decreases by 1.5. So this one we consider that a refractive index of a glass. And refractive index of water is also there, so that one is 1.33. Yes, every media having its own refractive index value. Okay, so next one, suppose the light ray travel from rarer to the denser media, so this refracted light ray is bent towards the normal. Same thing when a light ray travel from denser to the rarer media. Yes, so light ray travel from a denser to the rarer media. Yes. Okay, so this one is incident ray. Yes, suppose without changing media, then what happen? Light traveling along a straight line. Okay, so media changes, then what happen? Path of a light is also changes. So this reason, so this light ray changes its path. Yes, so this one is incident ray. It means, so this one is angle of incident and this one is angle of refraction. Yes, okay. The light ray travel from rarer to the denser media. So this refracted light ray is moved towards the normal. Whenever light ray travel from denser to the rarer media. Yes, so this one is a denser medium and this one is a rarer medium. Okay, denser to the rarer media, then what happens? So this light ray moves away from the normal. So this reason here angle of incident is greater than angle of refraction. Angle of incident is greater than angle of refraction. And here angle of refraction is greater than angle of incident. Angle of refraction is greater than angle of incident. Yes, when angle of incident is greater than angle of refraction, when a light ray travel from rarer to the denser media. Why? Because, so this refracted light ray is bent towards the normal. When angle of refraction is greater than angle of incident, when a light ray travel from denser to the rarer media, in this condition we get a angle of refraction is greater than angle of incidence. Okay, next one, here angle of incident and this one, this light, it means this path of a light. So these both angle are same. Yes, Okay, and here we get the path of a light ray changes. It means so light ray is bent towards normal. It means it is deviated. Yes. So this reason, so the in between angle we consider that angle of deviation. So angle of deviation, it means it is the angle between extended incident ray and refracted ray. It is the angle between extended incident ray and refracted ray. So this angle we consider that angle of deviation. The same thing here also. So this one is the extended incident ray. Yes, and this one is the refracted ray. And here we get the angle of deviation. So this one is the angle of deviation. Yes, a definition. It is the angle between extended incident ray and refracted ray. So this one is the angle of deviation. Okay, we want to calculate this angle of deviation value. Okay, angle of deviation value. Okay, so both angle are same. Yes, incident ray. This one is extended incident ray and this one is a normal. Yes, so this reason here we want to calculate angle of deviation. Okay, angle of deviation is equal to I minus R. Why? Because total angle is I. Total angle I. And this one is R. Okay, so total angle I minus R. So this one is the angle of deviation. And here, angle of deviation, it means angle of refraction. Okay, so this one is the angle of refraction and this one is the angle of incident. So here we want to calculate the angle of deviation value. Yes, angle of deviation. Angle of deviation is equal to, okay, so here angle R minus R. Why? Because, so this one is the angle of incident I and here angle of refraction. Okay, so here angle of deviation, we want to calculate angle of deviation. Okay, so angle of deviation, total angle is R minus I. R minus I. So this one is a angle of deviation value. Angle of deviation means it is an angle between extended incident ray and refracted ray. Okay. So next one, suppose light travel one media to another media, the path of a light ray changes. Suppose here we consider that